Welcome back everyone to my channel. So today we're going to continue on with another element or object that we've been concentrating on and drawing here in the past couple videos. Today we're going to focus on, in a sense, kind of killing two birds in one stone. So we've got our compass holder and we have a paintbrush here that sits right on top of that. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to turn on your post notifications so that you are notified when I do post new videos here. So let's get started. So in anything in drawing, especially when you're looking at something that's directly in front of you, remember to concentrate, okay? Concentrate on just drawing the lines right there in front of you. Follow them very closely and just draw the lines or sketch the lines in very lightly of what you see. And right now, as far as a basic shape, what I see here is basic shape of a rectangle. Now it's a little bit slanted or tilted, but we're gonna sketch in here a shape of a rectangle, right? Okay. Now my lines are, not gonna be perfectly straight, but we'll get them to a little bit more perfection once we clean up all of our sketch lines, all right? So if we look here a little bit closely, we've got kind of like two different layers here. One at the very top where it kind of separates, a little bit thinner rectangle with the red color here. And then at the very bottom, a little bit thicker here with the black color. So we're just going to kind of sketch in another slanted line, right? Follow that line to identify those two different shapes. So easy peasy. Here off on the edge, I've got a little cutoff here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit closer for you. I've got a little cutoff there. And I can come back here in my drawing and just kind of sketch that in. Sketch it in, right? Sketch it in. Let's darken in those lines a bit more. Darken those lines in. Okay. If I come off to the side here, we've got a little bit of a kind of loop for this kind of like little handle here at the very top of our compass holder. So if we're looking at this from a frontal view, right, we get a bit of a kind of like curved angle there. So I'm coming down here and my drawing, and I'm going to just draw in that bit of a curved line there. Just sketch it in, sketch it in. Okay. So in essence, we've generally got our curve or our sketch lines, for our compass holder. that indicates the outline of the overall shape here. Okay, so I can go up here now to my brush, my paintbrush, and the shape of my paintbrush, the main handle here, again, pretty much what we've already sketched here in the past couple videos, the shape of an oval shape. So, you know, when you have these kind of placements, you have to like really kind of visualize where to begin the placement of your first line to balance the overall shape out to fit to where it's kind of perfected, because on this end the tip here kind of tilts, kind of comes off on the edge, on this edge here, and then the bristles of our brush, the same here on this side. So I mean, we could mathematically maybe, you know, do a little math to map this out, but from a visual, just kind of visually looking and balancing it out, the placement of this, right? We've got more, you know, you just kind of spot, you know, look at it and just kind of do your best to come up with how far you need to come off on the edge to the left and to the right as you sketch it in for your brush. Okay, so that will pretty much kind of give me the placement of my main handle here. And then I can come in here and add this metal piece here, which is called the ferrule. To hold the bristles of my brush. Okay, and then I could just, you know, kind of go in here and add the bristles off on the edge here. So just kind of visually, you know, placing this brush, this paint brush into my drawing. This is pretty much the approach that I would take on adding these different instruments or objects into my drawing here. I can go in here and continue, you know, to add other lines here that would kind of balance out the overall and the backside, right, of my compass here. A little bit of perspective kind of drawing in a sense. To help with a more visual perspective of what your compass is actually looking like so. From a frontal and even a little bit of a top view. Okay. Now at this point I can go in and just kind of start, removing some of the unnecessary sketch lines here that I don't need. Clean it up. Just go ahead and clean it up. Clean it up a bit. Make it a bit more presentable and clean, and and finalize your drawing, or your lines in your drawing, to where then you can go in and start adding your different shade values or tonal values, right? Darkening your lines, your final lines, and spend some time dressing it up. Okay? So, this will conclude this video here, where we pretty much killed 2 birds in 1 stone. I hope that you all found this video very useful. Don't forget again to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to turn on your post notifications, so again that you are notified when I do post videos here. Until my next video, bye for now.